Good morning, students. I am BK Singh. It is my first lecture on biology for class 9th, and second chapter is known as tissue. Second chapter है 9th class का tissue. So I will discuss in this class about tissue. In unicellular organism, almost all the functions are controlled by a single cell, but in complex or multicellular organism, there are many functions, and all the functions are controlled by different types of group of cells. So in complex organism, the group of cells which control the functions of the complex organism is commonly known as tissue. So tissue is the group of cells that are similar in structure. Tissue are the group of cells that are similar in structure and function, hence because it controls the particular function, hence similar type of cells combined together and perform a specific function is known as tissue. A tissue is a group of cells that are similar in structure and work together to achieve a particular function. For particular functions, similar type of cells organize and perform that functions. Plants and animals have different body structures, and different types of tissues are present in the case of plants or in the case of animals. First of all, we will discuss about the plant tissue and then animal tissue. In plant tissue present in the complex plants or multicellular plants, a group of cells which is responsible for the growth of the plants. It means growth of the plants is controlled by a definite group of cells combined to form tissue, and that tissue is commonly known as meristematic tissue. So meristematic tissue is also known as dividing tissue, because growth of the plants depends upon the number of cell division. Number of cell division determine the length, increment in length, breadth. So meristematic tissue is also known as dividing tissue, because it is responsible for the growth of the plants. On the basis of region, meristematic tissue is divided into three parts. Region on the basis of region. For example, this is a plant, and this region is apical region. Apical region in the case of stem, it is a apical region, and this is the apex of root tips, and this is the shoot tips. On the basis of region, length of the plants determined by the apical meristem, and apical meristem is commonly found in this region and that region. An apical meristem which is found at the tips of a stem is known as apical meristem, whereas the apical meristem which is found at the tips of the roots, it is also the apical meristem. So length of the plants or length of the plants, it means the length of the stems or length of the roots is controlled by the cell division of meristematic tissue, which is found in apical region, and thus that tissue is known as apical meristem. Clear? Second parts of meristematic tissue is lateral meristem. Lateral meristem, a girth. Girth means thickness. A thickness of the plants is controlled by another type of meristematic tissue, which is known as lateral meristem. Hence, lateral meristem is mostly found in that region, this region. Lateral meristem. Lateral meristem is responsible for the thickness of the plant. Its stem thickness is lateral meristem is responsible for the girth. Girth is controlled by the action, by the enlargement, in the cambium. The cambium ring is present in the stem, and thickness of the plant is determined by the lateral meristem. In the intercalary meristem, third parts of meristematic tissue is intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem is present at the base of the leaf. At the base of this is the leaf. This is the leaf, and this part is known as base of the leaf. Base of the leaf. This is the base of the leaf. In the base of the leaf, or in between the nodes, nodes are present in that region and this region. Nodes, and a space between the nodes is known as internode. This region is known as internode. Intercalary meristem is present either sides of the nodes. Either side. If this is the node region, then position of intercalary meristem is upper side and lower side and base of the leaf. Intercalary meristem. In this figure, this is the apex of, and this is also the tips. Apical. This region, apical meristem is found mostly in this region. Tips. Apical meristem. Apical meristem. And lateral meristem is present in this region. This region, which is responsible for the girth of the stem. So, lateral meristem. Lateral meristem. And this is the tips of the root, apical meristem. Apical meristem. Apical meristem. The apical meristem present tips of the shoot, stem, and tips of the root. Lateral meristem present sideways में. Lateral meristem and intercalary meristem present at the base of the leaf. If this is the leaf and this part is the base of the leaf. The base of the leaf. This is the region of node. Hence, intercalary meristem present in either side of the nodes. Either side of the nodes. Either side of the nodes. Intercalary meristem. Position of the intercalary meristem. Either side of the nodes and base of the leaf. Now, we will see that what happened when the cell of meristematic tissue divides. when cell of the meristematic tissue divides to after maturation, they perform a particular function attending a definite set. And this process, the process of taking up permanent shape, size and particular function, the process of taking up a permanent shape, size and function is known as differentiation. When cells of the meristematic tissue divide to attain, to form, to achieve a particular shape, size and perform a specific function, then formation of permanent tissue takes place. Permanent tissue forms after differentiation. So many types of permanent tissue form after differentiation, and this permanent tissue is divided into two parts. Mainly, permanent tissue is divided into two parts: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Simple, the permanent tissue which is formed in similar type of cells. एक ही type, similar types of cells combine to form simple permanent tissue, but different types of cells combine to form complex permanent tissue. First of all, we will see about the simple permanent tissue, then complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue divided into three parts: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma are the parts of simple permanent tissue. This division is based on the basis of their functions, on the basis of structure of the cells. In the case of parenchyma, cells of the parenchyma are thin cell wall. Cell wall of the parenchymatous tissue is thin. Cells are loosely packed. Loosely packed, it means if this is the cells of parenchymatous tissue, parenchymatous tissue, cells of parenchyma, So cells of parenchyma loosely packed. It means there is a space between the two cells of parenchymatous tissue or adjacent cells of parenchymatous tissue. This space is known as intercellular space. The intercellular space. This is the intercellular space. Intercellular space. A space between the two cells or adjacent cells is known as intercellular space. Intercellular space is due to the loosely packaging of this tissue. Main function of this parenchyma tissue to support the plants. Many types of permanent tissue is only for giving mechanical support, strength to the plant or storing food material. In sometimes they also help in the formation of food material. So in parenchyma, intercellular space present because the cells of this tissue are loosely packed. In special cases, in some situations, parent cells of the parenchyma also contains chlorophyll, and you know that the main functions of the chloroplast is performing photosynthesis. Hence, when chlorophyll present in the cells of the parenchymatous tissue within the chloroplast, then it performs the function of photosynthesis. And this condition, such type of parenchyma is known as chlorenchyma. Chlorophyll containing parenchyma is known as chloren. CHLOREN. Chlorenchyma. Chlorenchyma is the special type of parenchyma which is responsible for photosynthesis. So parenchyma. In aquatic plants, cells of the parenchyma also contains so many air spaces which helps in buoyancy. Buoyancy, it also helps. Buoyancy means the air spaces help in floating the plants on the surface of water, and such type of parenchyma, it means the parenchyma containing air spaces is known as parenchyma. Parenchyma. So parenchyma is divided into two parts, chlorenchyma and parenchyma. Chlorenchyma responsible for photosynthesis, and parenchyma helps in buoyancy of the plant parts. Now, in the next class, we see the structure of a function, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and complex tissue. And in this class, we will see the position of meristem, apical meristem, different types of cells, tissue, parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma is seen in lab when I will show the activity of by cutting the structure of the stem, roots in lab. So in next classes we will discuss about collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and complex permanent tissue. This is the information about plant tissue. If you have any problem related to this topic, you will contact me at 993197880. Thanks.